And welcome back to the shed, everyone. Rusty Witcher alongside the Eli Roth right here. I just thought of that in the open. Are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, cool. So we're bringing you live basketball here on the Swathers Sports Network between Nickerson and the Swathers. Nickerson coming into the game at 0-3. They lost to Bueller in their season opener, 57-27. Lost to Garden Plain on Tuesday night, 53-24, and lost to Rose Hill last night, 60-28. Swathers, though, moved to 2-1 last night thanks to a 62-30 win over Garden Plain. Jake Proctor in foul trouble. Lane McGill steps up huge, shouldering the load in what can only be described as charge fest. As Eli, we were watching this, it had a ton of offensive fouls last night.
Yeah, I believe there's like 8 or 9 offensive fouls, and it was crazy.
When McGill had a career high 18 points. When Proctor came in, though, he went nuts. 16 points in the second quarter and around to a game high 25, including 5 triples from deep. He's averaging 23 points a game or over that, and we'll see what the Panthers can do to stop the scoring machine known as Jake Proctor.
Yeah, Jake Proctor has been electric all year. It was mostly from the first 2 games, but last night he hit 5 3-pointers last night. I think it was just
5 of 7, 5 of 8 maybe.
He was just the home floor. He needed to be back on it to find his rhythm again.
Swather ladies come up with the victory over Garden Plain. Kendall Brugan comes away with 21 points to lead all scorers. Carly Bartell with 14, Anna Humphreys with 11. Nickerson, they were paced by Destiny Pons. She had 16 points in a great game there with 11 of those in the second half. When Pons found that she could get to the bowl, she exploited some things in the Swather defense. And we talked about that. That Nickerson girls team, they're a hard-working squad that will make waves late in the season, and you can't sleep on the Panther squad.
No, you cannot. They are a very, very well-coached team. Might have lost their head coach, but they got a great head coach to fill the spot, and it's gonna be a great year for the Lady Panthers up in Nickerson, Kansas.
Starting lineup here for the Panthers. Number 2 is 6'1" senior Colton Morrill. Number 4 is 6'2" sophomore Alex King. Number 11, a 5'9" senior Mario Ortiz. Number 15, a 5'10" sophomore Garrett Crossman. And number 35, a 6'1" junior Carson England. And I got to give Eli a lot of credit for going through and finding the starting lineup via video. That was a great job you did at halftime of the girls' game.
Yeah, I just had to go use your resources. That's for being a basketball player.
I love it. I love it. Starting lineup for the Swathers: number 4, a 6'4" junior in Jay Proctor. Number 5, a 6'3" junior, or 6'3" senior in Jake Proctor. Number 5, a 6'3" junior in Adrian Hernandez. Number 11, a 6'2" junior Tyler Ruertz. Number 25, a 6'3" senior Lane McGill. And number 33, a 6'2" senior in Micah Dawson. Proctor comes in averaging 23 points a game. McGill is averaging about 11. One player we'd like to see get started for the Swathers is smooth shooting senior Micah Dalston. And Micah's got a nice smooth stroke. We'll see if he can't get hot from the 3-point line.
He's been known to hit 3s at home. He hit 1 last night, I believe, and
yeah,
I think he hits about 3 or 4 tonight.
Okay, Alex.
Giving a spark for the Swathers.
You got a bold prediction that Micah Dawson's going to hit. I like it. I like it. That could be a thing we can do, the E's bold prediction. How about that? You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to make it a thing from here on out. Swathers will be in action Tuesday right here on the Swathers Sports Network as they're kicking off the CKL season. And don't forget, tomorrow right here on the Swathers Sports Network, it's going to be the Gladiators on the mat as the Hesston Invitational Wrestling Tournament comes to the shed.
Also kind of feeling a Reed Friesen dunk here in this game.
Okay, all right. Ooh, 2 bold predictions from the E. I like it. New segment, the E's bold predictions. We're going to take that. We're going to run with it, my friend.
He had one earlier today in the JV game, so I think it's open under the basket and 2-hand throws 1 down.
I like it. Here we go. Alex King jumping center. He'll jump against Adrian Hernandez. Ball in the air. We're playing boys basketball here from the shed. Off we go. Proctor to handle things for the Swathers. Far side, Tyler Ruertz. Back on top, Lane McGill. Swathers work the ball around the perimeter. Micah Dawson on top. Jake Proctor left alone. A deep 3. It is short off the front iron. Rebound, Lane McGill. He gives off Adrian Hernandez. Eye the 3. Tyler Ruertz Wraps it down low. Proctor, double team, turnaround jumper from 12, rolling in and out. Rebound taken down by the Panthers. Merle gives off to Crossman. Crossman will bring the ball up the floor for Nickerson, their first possession.
Good sign for the Swathers. Jake Proctor's getting open on the perimeter to start. It's not a good sign for the Nickerson Panthers. They need to contain him and not let him shoot.
Ortiz has it stripped away, and that ball bounces off, and the scoreboard takes a beating right there. The scorer's table takes a beating.
Adrian Hernandez just went for the loose ball, and scores table's right there, so there's nothing you can do about that.
No, not at all. Mario Ortiz setting things up here for the Panthers straight away. Crossman on the far side. England wasn't paying attention. The ball hits him. Adrian Hernandez the other way. Adrian racing down, floats it up with the right hand, rolls it up over and in. And the Swathers have the first bucket of the ball game on the Adrian Hernandez finger roll.
Adrian Hernandez starts out hot from inside the arc, as he didn't last night.
The K-State football fan to my right got a little confused there, I see. There's a double dribble as the shot from Alex King is waved off.
I say it all the time, and it gets to me.
Jay Proctor here, Lane McGill. On top, Micah Dawson. Proctor looking to the far side, McGill. Looking down low, nobody home. Lane saw the seam at the elbow, kicks out Micah Dawson. Tyler Ruert's here on the near side. Proctor swings up McGill. Swallows trying to set up a pick and roll or pick and pop. Jake calling out the offense. Down low to McGill, and the ball goes off of McGill's hands and out of bounds. Hesston leading 2-0 with 6:18 to go. Crossman will bring the ball up the floor, guarded by Ruerts. Crossman tries to go behind his back. Ruerts is right there cutting him off. Crossman picks up his dribble. Ruerts all over him defensively. They go back door to Ortiz. Ortiz tries to go through a fleet of Swathers, and there is a cleanup by Morrill off the window. Morrill scores. Ruerts down low McGill. Lane dribbles his way out of traffic. On top, Jake Proctor. Proctor snaps the pass, Micah Dawson. Micah inside, turn around with the right hand off the nice little floater, up, over, and good, and Swathers answer.
Great way to get Micah Dawson's night started out.
England muscles the shot up. Proctor nearly has the pocket pick. Swathers have numbers. In the corner, smooth shooting Micah Dawson for three, missing.
Dang.
And the rebound for Carson England. England will bring that ball up the floor one time now. Guarded by Adrian Hernandez. Swathers playing defense. King sets up far side. Morrill. Ortiz lets a three go. It dies. Rebound pulled down by Ruerts. Ruerts leading the break. Lane McGill off the glass, up and get up the window. Swathers cutting their way to 2 more points.
Another strong start for Lane McGill. 2 points and a board already. 3 minutes into this ball game.
Ortiz works his way out of the trap, and that goes right through the hands of King and out of bounds, it going back to Hesston.
Great defense to start by the Swathers. Just being aggressive and getting in the passing lanes. It's forcing turnovers.
Jake Proctor set this offense up. The senior point guard, high post, Adrian Hernandez. Adrian has it poked out of there. Carson England comes up with a loose ball. Ahead, Colton Morrill, excuse me. On top, King. England far side wing, guarded by Hernandez. They swing on the far side. Morrill in traffic, floats it off the mark, rebound Proctor. And Proctor leaving the break the other way. Proctor stops. Dawson now swings at Ruerts. Short corner, Micah Dawson. Hernandez thought about a three, drives all the way in, floats it up, the shot short. Rebound Lane McGill. McGill in traffic, scores down low. Good use of a ball fake from McGill, and the Swathers up 8-2. There's a turnover by Nickerson. McGill left alone, the three from the near side corner doesn't drop, and the rebound tipped out, and last touch by Hesston. And here come the mad dunkers, the dunking duo of Reed Friesen and Jackson Fry, as they've been ripping and rattling the rims of the JV games.
Yeah, each of them have a dunk in both of the last 2 JV games.
That ball deflecting off of Nickerson, going to the Swathers. Jackson Fry, far side. On top, Micah Dawson. Micah, a jack of all trades, gives off Jake Proctor. Jake steps through, finds lane from 12 on the elbow, or the 15 from the elbow, doesn't drop, rebound pulled in by Nickerson. That one taken away by Jackson Fry. Fry racing down the court, going in, laying it up and in. Jackson Fry scores off the window, and the Swathers have stretched the lead to 10-2.
Good sign for the Swathers. Jackson Fry is making his layups, and it's a good night for the Swathers. Great defense.
Crossman bumped by Fry on the far side. Fry picks up his first personal foul, and actually the first foul of the game coming to the 2:44 mark.
Yeah, it's been a pretty clean game so far.
Eric Schmidt checks in the game. Ortiz steps back. Ortiz working on the far side, picking up his dribble, trying to go back door. Active hands by the Swathers. Ortiz gets it back, floats it from 12, will not drop. That goes out of bounds off of Nickerson.
It was a great deflection by Micah Dalston. An even better block from Reed Friesen to prevent the Panthers from getting a score there.
2 and change to go here in our first quarter. Swathers in front, 10-2. Reed Friesen out in front. Micah Dawson finding Jay Proctor. Proctor working, that ball is tipped but a foul. I think Crossman got a little bit reach happy there defensively. Proctor keys in, finds Friesen at the elbow. On top, Eric Schmidt. Proctor left alone, the 3 on the way, in and out. And the rebound yanked out of there, torn away by Morrell.
Morrell's got a lot of rebounds this game so far.
There is a hustle play that is off of Crossman. Gotta like his hustle, though.
Also, great hustle on Jackson Fry's part, getting on the floor. Even with 1 foul, he's still being aggressive.
Yeah, gotta love that, these 2 guys going after it. Jake Proctor, far side Micah Dawson, on top Reed Friesen. Jackson Fry steps down, gives it back to Proctor. In the corner, Micah Dalston alone for 3. That 3 in and out. And the rebound pulled down by Reed Friesen, clears the offensive glass. Proctor goes in, floats it up and in. Jay Proctor scores. That's just a tough move.
Nobody's better at that than Jake Proctor, getting into the lane and making something happen. I don't know how he got that one to go.
Micah Dawson nearly had himself a strip. We've got 1:07 to go here in the first. And the Swathers in front. 12-2, Tyler Ruertz checking back in the game. Ball keyed on top to Ortiz. Ortiz trying to set this offense up. The 3 will not drop for King. Rebound England. England in traffic. Can't find the range. Rebound pulled down by the Swathers. Ruertz the other way, leading the break. Gives it Jackson Fry. Fry steps through off the window. Up and good. Jackson Fry scores down low. His 4th point of the contest.
Promising quick start for the Swathers here. 14 points in this first quarter.
And the Swathers defense swarming tonight. England on the far side. Drives baseline. Nobody home. And that ball is
believe it was tipped on Jake Proctor, but they're going to give it to the Swathers.
It's kind of what I thought, too. But that's why we're up here, not down there. Jay Proctor setting this offense up. High post lane McGill. Back to Proctor. And an illegal screen whistled against the Swathers. Adrian Hernandez picks up the foul. He picks up number 1. Second team foul.
Tough break there for the Swathers as they were going to get Jake Proctor was going to get the ball on the wing all alone, so nobody knows what could have happened there.
King catching, bring the ball back the other way for the Panthers. Ortiz stepping through. That's stripped away. Jake Proctor, the heave will not go. We've played a quarter. Swathers lead 14-2. And an ad break coming up right here on the Swather Sports Network.
We'd like to thank all of our SSN sponsors that have supported us this year. We've been able to enroll more students in our programs and continue to create quality content, largely because of your support. From all of us at Swather Sports Network, thank you. GLC Real Estate Services Incorporated is your hometown real estate agency. Is a proud sponsor of the Hesston Swathers. Call the GLC team for all of your real estate needs. 620-327-311-31,000 or find us at www.glcrealestate.com or on Facebook. Central Kansas Counseling, serving individuals, couples, families, and kids throughout the region. Central Kansas Counseling walks alongside you in the pursuit of living a more healthy, courageous, and authentic life. Call now to get started.
And welcome back to the shed. As we're heading into our second quarter, Swathers on top 14-2.
Micah Dalston will check back in for the Swathers after taking a quick breather towards the end of the first quarter.
Back to the starting 5. Nickerson has... Oh, here's their first substitution of the contest. That is Skylar Wakefield coming in the game for the Panthers. King on top to Morrell. Morrell nearly had it taken away. They go back down. Wakefield on the far side. Back to England. England swings at Ortiz. England again. King trying to turn the corner. Goes off the glass too strong. There's a rebound by Jake Proctor. Proctor ahead to McGill. Lane McGill on top, Jake Proctor. Micah Dawson here on the near side. He'll drive down. Kick out pass. Swathers very patient. Proctor left alone. He'll fire the 3. That one rolls around and doesn't drop. So Proctor cold this contest from 3. Came in shooting about 35%. Ortiz stepping through, launches the jumper. It does not drop. Rebound, Morrell, who can't find range. England in traffic. England is fouled, and he will shoot 2, and it'll be the first free throws of the contest for the Panthers. Foul charge to Ruwart. Tyler picks up his first. Carson England at the free throw line to shoot 2. England, the 6'1" junior. His free throw too strong.
Great sign for the Swathers so far. Not much foul trouble as they've had struggles with earlier on in the year, so it's just...
Isaac Sanchez, known as Sanchi, checking in. England's free throw will not drop, and the rebound pulled down by the Swathers. 14-2 the score. Isaac giving it up. McGill. Back on top, Sanchi. Isaac hit a three-pointer last night.
With the shooter's roll, as
With
they
the
say.
shooter's roll. And now Swathers tossed away on the far side.
Hitting off the very top of the backboard and somehow falling.
Far side, that ball taken away by Lane McGill. McGill going all the way down, stripped from behind, but a foul called.
A little bit too much arm there from the Panthers.
Alex King picks up the foul, his first. Lane McGill at the free throw line to shoot two. And the first free throw rolls home. Second chance coming up. That free throw good. Lane McGill has 6. He leads Hesston's offense so far.
Swathers has shot pretty well from the free throw stripe to start out this season, so.
That ball tossed away on the far side. Last touch by Nickerson will go to the Swathers.
That was a great behind the back move. Throwing behind his back and off the Nickerson defender by Lane McGill on the far baseline.
Isaac Sanchez swinging it over on the far side. Jay Proctor. Down low, Micah Dawson. Micah skips it all the way across Reed Friesen.
Sanchi in the corner.
Yep, Sanchi in the corner, down low. Micah cutting to the rack, and that's in and out. There's Proctor, though, in traffic off the glass. He can't find the range. And the rebound taken in by the Panthers.
Swathers just struggling down low right now. They need to find the rhythm around the bucket.
But they're getting the looks, they're getting the looks they want. That pass is picked off by Micah Dawson. Proctor, Sanchi, and a foul whistled on the Panthers. Mario Ortiz picks up his first personal foul. Jake Proctor here in the near corner, the far corner. Proctor again, eyeing the wing. Dalston. Back on top, Friesen. Jackson Fry tries a three. That's off the window, too strong. Rebound, Proctor. Proctor steps through, floats it up and in. Proctor has his second field goal of the contest. Has 4 now.
Great job of crashing the offensive boards there by the Swathers. And that is a tough break for the Swathers. Lane McGill will pick up his first or second foul. First personal.
Yep. Carson England checking back in the game. $18 to 2 the score here.
Swathers look to be in a 1-3-1 press break right now. Oh.
Kind of a half-court trap setting up.
He had it in there.
And there's the turnover.
Proctor
running out, going in, left it short. Reed Friesen the follow-up and good.
What a follow by Reed Friesen. Never give up on the play.
Reed's first bucket. And here's this 1-3-1 trap. Yeah. The jumper missing, rebound England. England wraps around. Shot up and in by Riley Lynn. Friesen dials up from deep, his three well off, rebound. Jackson Fry. Fry wraps a pass down around to Lane McGill. Inside Reed Friesen up and in.
I thought that was gonna be his dunk right there. Just didn't have the
You were gonna come
lane.
out of your seat, sir. 22 to 4 the score. Swathers in front over the Panthers.
Really could use a Micah Dalston three-pointer right about now.
Special ordered from the E. Riley Lynn on top. Now swings it, and they're going to catch Jackson Fry for going through his man.
That'll be his second personal foul.
Jackson picks up his second. You're right.
Second personal on Jackson Fry. Providing Hernandez and 11 Tyler Ruiz, 12 Isaac Sanchez.
Isaac Sanchez, Tyler Ruerts, and Adrian Hernandez all checking to the lineup for the Swathers. Wakefield to toss it in. The three from the near side by Crossman will not drop. Rebound taking out Jake Proctor. Proctor leading the break the other way. Saw the seam all the way in. Proctor was not going to be denied, left it a little short. Tyler Ruerts in a fight for the loose ball. Possession staying with the Swathers.
Swathers have a lot of offensive rebounds tonight, and that is a great sign for Coach Garrett Roth.
Yeah, good looks in getting the rebounds. Ruerts, far side. Proctor thought about a three, changed his mind. Ruerts, Reed Friesen. Swathers worked that ball around the perimeter. That ball batted out of bounds. Sanchi was trying to get the ball to a cutting Adrian Hernandez. Sanchi. Hernandez. Proctor in low, Tyler Ruerts stepping through, scoop shot in and out.
What a great look by
Another good look. That was last touched by the Panthers. Will be Swather basketball.
just poor rebounding by the Nickerson Panthers right there.
Just could not corral it. Tyler Ruerts here on the near side. Left for Sanchi. Far side, Ruerts. Back on top, Reed Friesen. Hernandez, nice little ball fake, goes in, drives to the bucket, and a blocking foul will called, and Adrian will head to the line and shoot two.
There's a big difference in the fouls from last night to tonight. I believe in the entire game there's about as many charges as there is total fouls right about
I think
now.
you're absolutely right. As Adrian's first free throw, rolling around and crawls out. I thought it was going to drop, and it did not. Second chance upcoming. Adrian's free throw will not drop. Tyler Ruerts with a save. On top, Proctor. He'll dial up from deep, and that one crawls off. Nickerson with the clear out. Alex King on top, swings it to Colton Morrell. Morrell driving all the way down, he's fouled by Jake Proctor. Proctor picks up his first personal foul. Micah Dawson checking in. They lob it back, giving back to Wakefield. Wakefield catching, getting the play signaled in. That one tossed away, miscommunication from the Panthers.
Second time.
Timeout taken, 30-second timeout.
Hesston Pharmacy. Hey, Swather fans, thanks for choosing the Hesston Pharmacy. When you support your locally owned and operated pharmacy, you make it possible for us to pass it on to the kids with ads like this. Thank you, and go Swather.
So big time shout out to our sponsors. Hey, if you guys want to be a sponsor, please talk to our person in charge, our big cheese, our director, so to speak, Katie Gasson. She can point you in the direction. We're looking for more sponsors always, so talk to Miss Gasson if you want to be a part of the Swather Sports Network. 2:08 to go, 22-4 our score.
It's been a slow second quarter for the Swathers, only scoring about 6 points, so.
Jay Proctor setting this offense up. Down low, nobody home. Tyler Ruwards in traffic, elevates from 12 in and out, and the rebound yanked down by King.
Tyler Ruwards is starting to feel a little bit more comfortable and driving it into the lane and finding his shot down in there.
Morrell works it far side, the near side to Crossman. Minute 35 to play in the half as the Panthers try to go back door and nobody home.
There's not enough spacing. Jake Proctor did a great job of guarding that back door and couldn't have made a better pass, but Jake Proctor just had better defense.
Reed Friesen checking into the game. Down low, Reed Friesen.
Being guarded tightly.
Blaine McGill thought about a three. Swings over, Aiden Hernandez left, and he shuffled his feet. (22-4) our score. We've been stuck here at 22 for a while. 2-4. Crossman nearly had it stripped away. Lane McGill was trying to say, Micah Dawson slicing in. Reed Friesen turns around and scores off the glass.
Great defense by Lane McGill and great awareness by Micah Dawson to come in and try to put the layup in right there.
And then Reed Friesen following the trailer, the trailer of the trailer. And there is a foul on the drive or the reach. Foul whistle on Micah Dawson. Micah picks up his first personal foul.
And the Panthers are in the 1-1 with 7 personal fouls.
We're out the free throw line, shooting 1-1. Now crawls off the side of the rim, rebound Lane McGill. Jake Proctor knifes the bucket and spins it home. Jay Proctor with 6, and that was a lightning quick first step. England on the far side and can't hang on to it. It's out of bounds with 37 ticks to go.
You mentioned the Swathers have been stuck at that 22 mark, and you scored
just like
4
that,
points in the
just like
past
that.
15 seconds, just like that.
You get the feeling the Swather team can put points on the board in a hurry. Looks like
Yeah, last night Jake Proctor showed it in the second quarter with 16.
16
and
in that second quarter. You go down low, Proctor. Proctor backs his way down, spins through, forces the shot, doesn't drop. Rebound the Panthers. Panthers with 20-some on the clock. Crossman.
They're going to look to take the last shot right here, not giving the red-hot Swathers offense
That was
any
a
more
near
chances.
steal by Micah Dawson right there. The three, in and out, rebound pulled down by the Swathers. Micah Dawson.
Swathers got to go.
4, gives it to Proctor. Proctor trying to turn the corner, driving all the way in, floats it up and will not go. So we'll head to the half at the end of the first half. The Swathers leading 26-4. We'll be back with the start of our second half right here on the Swab Sports Network. And welcome back as we're winding down halftime here. Swathers in front, 26-4. Scoring for the Panthers, Colton Morrell with a bucket and Riley Lynn with a bucket. On the other side of things, Jake Proctor with 6, Lane McGill with 6, Reed Friesen with 6, 2 for Adrian Hernandez, 2 for Micah Dawson, 4 for Jackson Fry. Off we go here in the third quarter. All Swathers this juncture. Grossman with it. Picks up his dribble on top of Ortiz. Ortiz trying to drive through, kicks in the corner. England dials up a 3. Doesn't drop. Neither team has hit a 3 yet tonight. Eli.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was that was the concept in the girls' game too, so.
Jake Proctor goes down low. Micah Dawson scoops one in and out. Jake Proctor rebound, steps through, floats it up, and rolls it home.
Bang, Jake Proctor. Offensive rebound and the layup.
And the stick back, he has 8. Swathers now in front, 28-4. Ortiz cuts the hoop and scores. Mario Ortiz scoring. Proctor in a hurry to answer back. On top, Dalston. Far side now, Ruertz. Ruertz giving back. Micah looking for the 3 ball. Hernandez driving in, bump from behind, and he is fouled. He will shoot 2. So Adrian at the free throw line, where he was over 2 in the first half. Eli chowing down on the candy. What kind of candy did you get?
Strawburst, some watermelon, whatever they're called.
The free throw does not drop. They do the sweet shot at halftime.
Sour Patch watermelon.
Okay, all right. We can live with that, all right. Good choice. Second free throw. Does drop for Adrian. Adrian now with 3 points. Swathers in front. 6:54 to go. And Crossman has it stripped away by Ruertz, but it's off of Ruertz. He couldn't reel it in on the far sideline. And the ball staying with the Panthers of Nickerson. That pass lobbed down, catching Morrell in traffic, will not drop. England stick back, up and good. Carson England scoring down low.
The Panthers have scored just as many points as they did in the first half and the first minute and a half of the second half.
They have doubled their point output. You are exactly right. On top, Proctor, Ruertz. Short corner, Hernandez. Adrian drives all the way in, goes up, cannot cash in. Lost loose on the floor. And it looks like Alex King took a shot. And I don't know if it was throat or the neck or but he took a shot. He's coming out of the game.
Just got the wind knocked out of him. He's having trouble standing, so we'll check him out on the bench.
Back to action we go. Jay Proctor here. Lane McGill knocks a 3 down, and the Swathers stretch lead 32-8.
Great inside out by Jake Proctor, getting it to Lane McGill, and just a great capitalization, making the first 3 of the night by either team. Lane McGill in the corner.
Ortiz can't cash in. Morrell's shot was swatted, and there's a foul by Riley Lynn. Proctor stutter step and got underneath it. They say a carry for Proctor.
Might have been on that stutter step when he
I think you're
held
exactly
the ball
right, yeah.
and decided to dribble.
Panthers with the basketball. Swathers showing a little bit of token full court pressure.
Swathers in their usual man-to-man.
There's a near steal by Micah Dawson.
Just didn't get enough on it.
Here comes the near trap there. Morrell tries a 3 from the near corner. That does not drop. Rebound, Lane McGill. Lane nearly threw that away. Morrell crashes into the scores table, and it's the second time we've seen the scores table take a beating tonight.
They're having a rough time down there.
Yeah.
Direction arrows fell over about 3 or 4 times now, and it's not one to stand back up. It's like a football player.
Basketball, a contact sport if you're a scorer. There's a foul on Ortiz. Ortiz picks up his second personal foul. Ruritz looking to go back door, nobody there. Hernandez. Short corner, Proctor. Proctor has the mismatch he wanted. Goes up and in and scores. Jay Proctor scores. Timeout taken here by the Swathers at the full timeout. We're back with ads. Eli, take it away.
Bradbury Group is a proud supporter of the Hesston High School Athletics. Bradbury is a family-owned custom equipment manufacturer headquartered in Mountain Ridge. They are currently hiring for entry-level and advanced manufacturing careers. Bradbury's family environment, variety and challenging work, opportunities to advance, and great benefits are unmatched. To learn more, visit BradburyGroup.com.
.445 to go here in the third quarter. Swathers leading by 24.
Just needed to check things over and make sure second half plans were going smoothly for the Swathers.
Definitely a coaching moment here. I think they're making an adjustment defensively.
As the Nickerson Panthers are starting to put the ball in the hole a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you gotta just make sure you have the defense to match that so that they don't score as much as they are right now.
A huge uptick in Nickerson after the half, so. Nickerson basketball coming out of the timeout as the Swathers matching up defensively. Linda tosses it in and finds Wakefield in the backcourt. Here's full court pressure by the Swathers. And the Swathers nearly forced the turnover. It's a kick basketball.
That was a great full court pressure. Mario didn't know what he was doing down there in the corner.
Wakefield backing away. Here comes the pressure. Ortiz in trouble, swings it over here. The Panthers break the pressure and nearly turn it over. As Wakefield
Panthers make a lot of long passes across the floor, and wouldn't be surprised if the Swathers steal one of those for a dunk.
England on the far side. Ortiz. Back to Wakefield. Wakefield here. Goes back door, nobody home. Tipped away by McGill. Proctor has it. Proctor racing, going all the way in. Left it short. Reed Friesen, though, cleans up the miss again. Reed Friesen has 8 tonight.
And thought that was going to be Reed Friesen's dunk right there with a nice sweet alley-oop from Jake Proctor, but it didn't
Here
really
is the
work out.
pressure again. And a 30-second timeout taken here by Nickerson to save possession as it was quickly unraveling.
Rolling Wheels is a proud sponsor of Swathers Sports Network. Since 2016, Rolling Wheels has been your local pre-owned car dealer, and we're proud to help many Swathers get into their first ride. Call or text us at 620-869-9982. Go Swathers.
30-second timeout by the Panthers, trying to save things as things were quickly, like we said, unraveling. Trying to catch up on a couple scores here. Back to action we go. As Wakefield has it, Wakefield stepping through, and the basket up, and they're going to whistle a charge. And that is waved off, and Wakefield guilty of the foul.
That was a late charge foul. I thought it would be called a little bit sooner, but that's our first charge of the night.
It is our first charge of the night, you're right. And last night it felt like everything was a charge.
Yeah.
Jake Proctor on top lane, McGill. Proctor trying to drive all the way in, steps through and spins it off the glass up and in. Proctor now with 12.
Jake Proctor dribble drive is just haunting the Panthers right now.
Ortiz is bumped by Jackson Fry, and Fry picks up foul number 3.
Tyler Ruitz will check in for him after picking up. Guess not.
Sanchi also quickly in the ball game.
He's coming for Jackson Fry.
There's a blocking foul against the Swathers, and that foul charged Elaine McGill. McGill picks up number 2. Crossman checking in the game. Ortiz keys it in. Crossman on top. Morrell. Back to Ortiz here on the near side. Ortiz trying to drive. 2 Swathers swarm Ortiz. Morrell, the jumper from the elbow, up and good. Colton Morrell now with 4. With 2:54 to go. Isaac Sanchez driving. Goes down low. Tyler Ruert steps through, and an offensive foul called on Tyler Ruert.
It's the 4th or 5th one in 2 days on Tyler Ruert. He needs to be careful when he goes down in there.
And so it will be Panther basketball with 2:47 to play in this period.
Looks like there's a slick spot down there on the far baseline, but they'll get that cleaned up here soon.
On the far side, England with it, going down low. That's tipped away, saved by Crossman in the corner. And nobody home. That ball taken away.
Went straight through the legs of Tyler Ruitz, meaning to hit him and go out of bounds.
And just like you said, there's the hustle play by Adrian Hernandez and Jackson Fry to mop up the slick spot. Micah Dawson checking back in the lineup for the Swathers.
Micah Dawson still looking for that first 3 of the night.
Tyler Ruerts finding Dawson far side. Sanchi down low, Dalston. He'll pull the trigger from 12. That doesn't drop. Reed Friesen was flying in, but couldn't pull it in. I'm not sure, but if Reed gets that dunk, I might have to hold Eli down, just so you don't jump over the railing here. Lane McGill catching, shooting 3, well short.
I think he was hit on the arm there, affecting the shot, but no call.
Ortiz on the far side. Lynn in traffic, stepping through, floats it up, and it rolls in and out. And that ball tipped off of the Swathers, staying with the Panthers. Adrian Hernandez checking in. (38-12) our score.
1 minute and 45 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter.
Ortiz to bring it in, and does here on the near side. Back on top, Crossman. Far side. That's a quick release 3 by Wakefield. It will not drop, and the rebound pulled down by Adrian Hernandez. Sanchi bringing the ball back the other way. Adrian stepping through, dumps it, Reed Friesen down low, off the glass, up and in. Reed Friesen has come off the bench to have 10 points tonight. A career high varsity-wise for Friesen. That ball skipped on the way side. Sanchi comes up with a steal. Sanchi to Friesen. Reed eyes the three. He'll let it fly. That three crawls off. And the rebound pulled down by Riley Lynn. Lynn in trouble in the backcourt.
Ortiz looks to have slipped on a slick floor over there or something.
50 seconds to go here in the quarter. Lynn fires a three that is up and it is good. Riley Lynn knocks a three down. Swathers in front, holding for that last shot, possibly 34 seconds left on the clock. Reed, Friesen, Isaac Sanchez. They work it around. Tyler Rewards. Dawson, they're playing around, they're holding for one. Stepping through Adrian Hernandez. Adrian driving, spinning, floating off the glass, in and out. Friesen trying to follow Isaac Sanchez. His bucket up and good, and it counts. Isaac Sanchez scores before the end of the quarter, and the Swathers have taken the lead at the end of the third, 42-15.
It's always a defense's worst nightmare is to give up an offensive rebound with closing seconds to go in the half and give it up. Hesston College receive a minimum scholarship package of 65% of tuition, a discount of over $19,000 per year at Hesston College when you meet the following criteria. Graduate from a high school within 50 miles radius of Hesston College. Live on campus, meet admission acceptance standards. With your discount, you are guaranteed to pay less than the average price of K-State, KU, and Wichita State. Hesston College, start here, go everywhere.
(42-15) heading into our fourth and final quarter. Swathers leading by 27.
Reed Friesen having a surprising night off the bench, 10 points.
Actually, Swathers have gotten good production. Friesen with 10, Jackson Fry with 4, Isaac Sanchez with 2. You like that, come and get some points off your bench, knowing that if your starters get into trouble, they can
In foul
come
trouble
away, just
like
like
we have
yesterday.
so far this year.
Yeah. Jay Proctor has 12, leads all scores tonight.
Eric Schmidt checking in for one of the first times all game.
Lane Miguel steps through off the window, a little short rebound pulled down, stripped away, and last touch by the Panthers. It will stay with Hesston. Jake Proctor bring it in. Adrian Hernandez. Adrian eyed the three, stepping through, and he'll bounce back out. Proctor left alone, he'll try the three. His three short, rebound Eric Schmidt. Eric spins up and under, left-handers will go. Second chance up the basket, good for Eric. He scores down low, and he'll shoot the free throw.
It's a great job and never giving up on the play and going up strong when you're in the post.
Carson England picks up his second personal foul. Eric Schmidt with a chance to get this clock to moving. And does. The Swathers now up by 30. It's going to be a very quick 7:28 once this clock starts going. And off we go, running clock territory. Swathers leading 45-15. Crossman calling out that offense. Ortiz looking down low. That ball tipped away and tips off, rolling off.
Eric Schmidt, his lookalike, his beeper, love it.
Ball tossed away. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate that. 45-15 our score. As 6:40
Swathers playing
to go,
great
yeah.
defense down there and forcing the turnover.
Riley Lynn with the far side, England. Stepping through, shot will not go.
tough foul by Adrian Hernandez. He's straight up, but the ref thought he bumped him, so it's a
Adrian picks up his second personal foul. Garson at the free throw line to shoot 2. And that first free throw, a little short. Second chance upcoming. Jackson Fry checking back in the game. Second free throw for England. That one too strong off the heel. Rebound, Jake Proctor. Proctor flying down the court, going all the way in. Lost it going up.
Looked as if he was going to dunk that ball. He's been really eager to do it all year. He had a steal in the Southeast game, and he just slipped on the floor. And
Ortiz picks up his third personal foul. Jake Proctor, first trip to the line tonight. And that free throw too strong. A second chance upcoming. Jake 10 of 13 from the free throw line this season so far. That free throw doesn't drop. Rashawn Walker checked in for Nickerson. That ball tipped around. Nickerson reels it in. The shot will not drop. Rebound, Jackson Fry.
it's a great rebound right there.
Reed Friesen going all in, and his scoop shot will not go.
Thought he was going to get it. Just quite didn't turn out.
On the far side, Crossman looking down. Lobbing it, and that taken away by Proctor. Proctor racing, going all the way in. Laced up and in, Jay Proctor. 14 smooth points tonight.
Another great performance from Jake Proctor, just being the leader of this team and all.
The three from Rashawn Walker, too strong. Crossman in there, and that ball is nearly taken away. And Proctor's going to call it an evening here, finishing with 14. Looks like Adrian Hernandez also coming out. Adrian with 3. Jackson Fry ended up tonight with 4.
Swathers are going to start to bring in the end of the bench up, 32 right about now, and running clock to go, so.
3:25 to go, in fact. England lets fly the 3, and it's up, it's good. Carson England knocks a 3 down, much to the delight of the Nickerson fans. Must be a crowd favorite. Armani on the far side. Eric Schmidt. Trying to turn the corner down low. Reed Friesen steps through, and they're going to wave it off.
Yeah, he changed his pivot feet down there, and you can't do that if you want to get that easy layup down there.
Clock winding down. Swathers in front, 47 to 18. Walker plays it to Lynn. They lob it down low. That's taken McGovern with a save ahead of Sanchi. And Sanchi will bring the ball back the other way. Sanchi. Back to Colton Diller, down low, Reed Friesen. Reed has his pocket stripped from behind. Foul whistled on Reed. Reed picks up his first personal foul.
Luckily, neither team's in the bonus right now, or there'd be a lot of free throws being shot, and with the running clock, that's going to go by really quick.
Very quickly. Very, very quickly. There's a reach in on Isaac Sanchez. Isaac picks up his first personal foul.
I don't know. The Panthers might get in the double bonus if Hesston's not careful here. Committing one more foul, and they'll be in the...
Minute 34 to go.
1-1.
Clock winding down. Hesston's going to move to 3-1. 3 straight wins for the Swathers. That shot is muscled up. Rebound, Reed Friesen. Ahead, Armani McGovern. Eric Schmidt. Back on top. Sanchi works it. Armani dials up from deep. His three is up. It's good. Armani McGovern knocks the three down.
It's a typical shot for him in practice. He loves that three ball, and as he shows it there, he's very good at it.
That one missing by Walker. Rebound, Reed Friesen.
The Swathers are just going to slow it down and let the clock tick.
Eric Schmidt going to work down low. Eric with a turnaround hook shot in now. Eric gets his rebound, kicks out. Isaac eyes the three, changed his mind. Colton Diller on the far side.
Looks like the Swathers are just going to pass it around the perimeter. And
now it looks like the Swathers are going to stretch this away. And the I Believe chant beginning. As the I Believe That We Will Win chant coming up. Clock winding down here.
Well fought game here by the Swathers. Also Nickerson coming out scoring almost 4 times the amount of points they scored in the first half, and it's just a great ball game. Great ball game by both squads, but Hesston comes away with a huge victory after a slow first half by the Nickerson Panthers.
So the breakdown in scoring looks a little bit like this. For Nickerson, Riley Lynn with 7, 5 for Carson England, 4 for Colton Morrell, 2 for Mario Ortiz. On the other side of things, the Swathers led the score. Jake Crocker 14, 10 for Reed Friesen, 9 for Lane McGill, 4 for Jackson Fry, 3 then for A.D. Martinez, 3 for Eric Schmidt, 3 for Armani McGovern, 2 for Micah Dalston, and 2 for Isaac Sanchez. Hey, special thank you to our cheerleaders tonight. They're always, the Pep squad always doing a good job. Our cheerleaders, Olivia Arnold, Katie Bowles, Lily Smith, Elena Tozier, Aubrey Hoskins, Maddie Tozier, Abby Miller, and Kylie Kluber. For the Ela Roth, I'm Rusty Wisher saying thank you, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday night.